Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of those you might be dealing with in your life and different ways to recover from narcissistic abuse and how to handle those narcissists that you might still be around within your life. Now, this video is about special occasions because, as most of you know that have been around narcissistic people, they do get some sort of sick thrill out of ruining special occasions for other people. So I'll explain a bit of why they do this, how they do this, and ways to handle it if you haven't got no contact with them. Now, the narcissistic personality disorder is on a spectrum, so there is those malignant narcissists where you are best just going no contact and getting as far away as possible from them, and there is those that you can, once you understand that they understand on a pint size level and you understand on a gallon size level, you realise you don't need to start explaining yourself to these people anymore because it's not going in. However you try and think of different ways to explain things, to get them to see your point of view, to try and make them happy, it doesn't go in. They feel how they want to feel and they are entitled to feel how they want to feel. And you as a caring, empathetic person wants to help them. Some people just do not want that help. So all you can do with these sorts of people is help yourself. So when it comes to special occasions, there is people who get the holiday blues who are not on the disorder. It's just one of those things that happens with pressure of spending money, pressure of making sure everyone else is okay. And people do get the holiday blues, but they will want to be helped out of that mood. They will want to shift that mindset. Narcissistic people want to destroy all special occasions, whether it's birthdays, Halloween, Christmases, Thanksgivings, days out, holidays, even their own birthdays at times. Some will destroy their own birthdays. Now, with a narcissistic person, they feel entitled and they feel envious of all others. They have a lot of negative emotions running around them. So any sort of special occasion is about sharing the love, sharing the joy, people coming together, people being happy. And when it's not about the narcissist, they get offended. It criticises them. It criticises the fact that they feel superior. And when it's no longer about them, they take offence to this. They also take offence to the fact that other people are happy, other people are experiencing that love and joy. Now, when you're in the beginning of a relationship, when you're in that idealisation stage, they will come across as enjoying special occasions. They will shower you with attention, they will shower you with gifts, they will reel you in, so that when all of a sudden that doesn't happen, you start to question your own mind as to what you've done wrong for them to suddenly start treating you how they are treating you. And what you've got to learn with this is it is not you, it's who they are. They are entitled to be who they want to be. They are entitled to think how they want to think, as are you. You are entitled to think how you want to think. You are entitled to act how you want to act with good intentions. There is no wrong way or right way to live your life. So a lot of us on build up to special occasions can start overthinking of what they might do, how we can prepare for these things, what we can do to make sure we don't set them off. When in reality what we need to do is think about ourselves. Leave them to it. Think about how we want the occasion to go. Now, when it comes to a narcissist, they can start the games months in advance of any special occasion. They can start making sly comments about things. Either they might not want the family around to visit, so they'll start moaning about having family around. They'll start moaning about having to go somewhere. They'll start, if you've got children from previous relationships. They'll not want those children around on certain days. They'll want them with the other parent. And they will chip away at you over a long period of time. Narcissistic parents will do this also. Narcissistic bosses, if they know you've got a family, they will make sure you're working every hour God sends to make sure you're not where you want to be with your children. Narcissistic parents will go out to ruin it in advance, whether they make plans and then suddenly change the plans. They will find ways and means to do so. They can also do it on the day. They can just suddenly have the silent treatment. They can suddenly have the sulks over what seems to be nothing, which then gets you questioning what's wrong and trying to pick them up and trying to cheer them up. And it's just giving them the attention. What they want to do is make you feel how they are feeling. And quite often you'll find once you are then feeling how they are feeling, once you are then in that negative mindset, once you're in that bad mood, once the day has seemingly been ruined, they suddenly cheer up and they're suddenly the life and the soul of the party. Now, they can do things like car journeys. If you go into a wedding or a christening or heading off to a birthday party, they can kick off in car journeys so that they put you in that mood before you even arrive. And then when you do arrive, they again will be the life and the soul of the party, and they will be triangulating you and smearing your name, because they won't tell the events that led up to how you're feeling, how you feel. I mean, if you've cried your eyes out on the way there, your eyes are going to be puffy. They'll not explain any of that to people. They'll just explain how crazy you are or how you didn't want to be here. Some will even, if they're invited to something that's their family, they will speak to that person and tell them that they'd love to go, but unfortunately you don't want to. So you get the blame without even knowing. You'd have quite happily gone, but the narcissist has already triangulated you to help with their smear campaigns. Excuse me. They are extremely envious of other people's happiness, and they have to find ways to destroy other people's happiness. So whatever the special occasion, if you can go no contact, that is the best with most of these people. If not, there is ways to handle the situation. So for example, if you're travelling in a car, it's not always easy, but if you are travelling in a car, if you've got no choice but to travel in that car with them, turn your ears off. Observe them. Do not absorb what they are saying. Do not take it in. You do not have to explain to them. You do not have to reason with them. You do not have to rationalise with them. Just give them simple answers like, yes, if that's how you feel, that's fine. That's up to you. Do not play into their game. Know how you're feeling. Know what you want to do. Do not absorb the words. Do not absorb the emotions. And do not let them infect you with all that. And if possible, try and find another way to get there. Try and find another reason. Just explain to them that you've got to nip somewhere first. So if you go, I'll meet you there. And avoid that. Find a reason to avoid that car journey. If you're lucky enough to have 2 cars, or you can get on a bus or a train, try and find another method of getting there so you don't have to travel with them in the first place. Things like saying no, just saying no to them. So if you've got that negative family member that you just don't want around on that occasion because you know they're going to bring everyone down, just do not invite them. Just say no, you're entitled, and don't worry about the judgment from other people. It's not for you. People can make up their own minds. People can make up their own conclusions. Know for you why you've done it, for your own peace of mind, that it's not to be nasty, it's not to be mean, it's not to be leaving people out, it's not to be hurtful. It's for your own peace of mind and for the people that are around you. Now, a lot of us do try to pick them up, do try to work around them, do try to help them, do try to cheer them up. You've got to remember they are not your responsibility. How they are feeling is not your responsibility. Now, there is people that do get the holiday blues, that do have worries in life. We all have things that happen to us in life. And those people that want to listen and want your help and want your advice, support those people that support you in times of need. Support them. Those people who just continue to bring you down, leave them to it. They are entitled to be who they want to be, and you are entitled to be who you want to be. Treat yourself. If it's your birthday, if it's Christmas, if there's any sort of special occasion coming up, treat yourself, because most often they'll not buy you a gift, or if it's an anniversary and you're still with them, excuse me, and you know you're not going to get anything that you'd like, just go and treat yourself. Just buy yourself what you'd like. Leave them to it. Doesn't matter. You're allowed to treat yourself. In fact, it's vital that you do treat yourself, to look after yourself, self-care. And if you're not one that's that interested, some people just genuinely aren't interested in giving or receiving presents. Now, this is another thing that bugs narcissistic people about special occasions, is the fact that it's about give and take. And obviously they only understand take. So if they don't get what they want, they will become sulky. They will give you the silent treatments. They will play never-ending mind games with you. They will provoke arguments with you to get reactions out of you so they can blame it on you. Because they don't get that whole give side. They just take, gimme, 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 give me more, not really bothered about what you're doing, just give me more. So they don't get that whole give and take thing. And it really does affect them on special occasions. So give to yourself. Give to those that give to you. Give and take with those who are willing to provide that give and take, like yourself. Those that only take, just don't give. It's just not worth your emotional pain. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth the hassle. Don't give to them. Give to yourself instead. Like I say, those people that are give and take with those. So the other thing is, to them, it's all about control. It's all about them keeping control of any given situation. They are envious of people. They feel superior to others. They feel entitled to others, and they want to keep control of other people. So when it comes to a special occasion and it's not about them, they're envious that other people are getting attention. They're envious that other people are getting gifts that they believe they want. Parents will do it with their own children. If their children are getting lots of things on birthdays or Christmases, they will ruin it for those children because they perceive it that they're not getting the attention that they are entitled to. So go out there and do what you would normally do with your children, and just leave them to it. You can't make them join in. You can't make them happy. You can't, they're not interested. So the two key things are basically, they are entitled to be who they want to be. They are entitled to live that negative lifestyle, and there's nothing you can do to change it. You did not cause it. You cannot help them, and you cannot change it. What you are entitled to do is change things for yourself, your inner self, work on how you want to respond to these events, work on what you want to do with these events, and work on thinking positively on how it will go. Another example, if you've got a family do coming up and you know there's going to be the narcissist there, and they'll probably try something, and you're panicking about how it might go, what they might say to you, what they might do, stop. There's a whole build up to that event that's taking over your mind and taking over your feelings. Start processing thoughts of how you want the event to go. Start looking at the good people that you will see while you're there, the people that you do want to talk to, the people you do enjoy spending time with, and focus on it going well. And then when you're there, surround yourself with those people. Surround yourself with those people that make you smile. Surround yourself with those people that make you happy. And if the narcissist does appear to come at you with anything, any digs to invalidate your feelings, all the things that they come at you with, do not react to them. Do not retreat, rethink, and seriously don't respond at a party. Just leave them to it. That's up to them. Just, again, tell them they're entitled to their opinion. That's not yours. And the same goes for if you're invited to a party and you really just do not want to go because you just do not want to be in that environment. You know how it's going to go down. Don't go if you don't want to. You're entitled to not go if you don't want to. It's your life to live how you want. And then afterwards you might get people coming at you saying your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your mother, your father really wanted you to be there and they were extremely upset that you didn't turn up and all the rest of it. Do not explain yourself, because they're going to go straight back to that person and explain whatever you said. And if they haven't seen the light yet, they're not going to understand where you're coming from. So all you need to do is, you're not narcissistic doing this, because you're not doing it to hurt people or destroy people, but switch the topic of conversation. And you, like I say, it sounds narcissistic. You're not doing it to destroy someone. You're not doing it to provoke anger or rage out of them. You're doing it to avoid a situation you don't want to be in. And what I mean by switching the conversation is just speak about the event to them and ask them how it went. Ask them what good things happened on that occasion, to take it off the topic that you didn't go. Now, there is people that you might have. I'm lucky enough to have a sibling that understands what our narcissistic parents like, so we can discuss and bounce off each other with the things that they've done, but other siblings do not get it. So with those, you can't explain to them until they're ready to wake up and see what's happening. I do hope this video is helpful, and if you have any tips or advice on how to handle a narcissist around special occasions, please do add it into the comments, because you never know who it might help. If you have any ideas of why these people like to ruin special occasions so much, also add those into the comments, because it's about building a community so that everyone, good people, can get together and work on their own lives, work on themselves, and break free from that negative, nasty, narcissistic abuse. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.